Yo, what's going on, guys? KrispyFlakes here. So, down pretty bad right now, man. As a Detroit Piston fan, down pretty dang bad this morning. I also decided to. Sorry about the echo, by the way. I am in my basement right now. I thought, we could do like a little injury KrispyFlakes Killian Hayes reaction type thing, but also keep it a little on the happy side, man. And by happy, I mean I'm gonna show you guys, my basement and stuff. Because since I moved to my house, got some new little upgrades in it. And by upgrades, I mean I put my old furniture down here, and also my girlfriend's mom got me this really cool Christmas gift that I really want to show you guys. But we'll get to that in a little bit here, man. Let's talk how I'm feeling this morning, guys. Okay, so I woke up like I normally do every day. Actually, every day I wake up. I've woken up every single day of my entire life. Believe it or not, man. It's absolutely crazy, right? And with that, I also checked my cell phone. I usually check my cell phone in the morning. You know, I go through the medias out there. I look at the stock market. All that stuff makes you what's going on. It's like, because you never know. It's like you might pop on Instagram. You might see, like James Harden was traded to the Detroit Pistons for like Steve Mikhailuk or something like that. And it's like, yo, I got a video for the day, man. And then I wake up because that was all just a dream. But no, I woke up this morning that our rookie point guard, 7th pick in the draft, has a torn labrum in his hip. Torn labrum in his hip. Which is the exact same injury that 29.5 point per game point guard, point per game, whatever I said, Isaiah Thomas of the Boston Celtics had. And he never returned to form. Now I got to keep in mind that Killian Hayes is 6'5" and only 19 years of age. Isaiah Thomas, was like 5'8", a little bit older and stuff. Had definitely like his athleticism due to not having any height. Trust me, I'm 5'8", man. We ain't got no height up in here, bro. It's different in that sense where it's like, okay, well, like Killian hopefully can still recover for. He will recover. But it's still one of those injuries that can linger on. So to have like that type of injury literally like within your first like 7 games of your young NBA career, as a Piston fan, man, it just sucks, bro. Because I will say, usually in every top 10 picks in the draft, there's usually a few busts. There's guys, there's usually 1, 2, maybe 3 stars out of it. You have a few guys that become just like really solid NBA players. You get some role players here and then you get some busts and stuff like that. And early on, Killian Hayes was looking pretty bad. And a lot of Piston fans and just NBA fans in general were kind of roasting him for that. They were saying, oh, no, another bust for the Pistons, which to me, I just simply cannot get behind because, like the dude was 19. he did not have summer league. There was like essentially no preseason. There was a little bit of preseason, but not really much. And people were already calling this kid a bust and stuff like that. And I understand, like, efficiency-wise, his numbers were bad. But at the same time, you got to put into context, man. That there's like guys out there that take years to really get. Like I like to use like a prime example. Like Brandon Ingram was always pretty solid, but it wasn't until last year, what was it, like 4 years into his career that he really broke out, right, man? So Killian Hayes is like, I got plenty of patience, right? But what this injury does now is it takes. It pretty much sets his timeline back 2 years, at least. Because it's going to take a year to recover, 6 to 9 months, plus conditioning, getting back on the court. So it's going to take a year to do that. And then that next year, when he's actually healthy, is where he's going to be like, having to like get back on the court and stuff like that. And he's going to be right at where he's at right now. And that is having to learn the game, kind of all over again. Now he'll be 2 years older. He'll be 21. So maybe the maturity factor will help out, I guess. But not as much as just him being on the court right now, man. Like, you might literally see, like, a 3-year setback because of this. And it just sucks, man, because the Pistons, for the past few days, I've had people say, yo, Crispy, react to Legend of Winning, great YouTuber, by the way. Say, yo, Crispy, react to his, how the Pistons have failed 10 years of draft picks. And it's like, I don't need to react to that, man, because, like, I've lived it. Guys, okay? Like, straight up, man. Those type of videos, that's more so for people that don't follow the franchise and don't know the full story. Like, that's who those videos, it's to educate people. Like, I'm educated, man. Trust me, I've lived it the past damn decade, right? So it's like, I don't need to check out stuff like that, man, because it's like, all it brings is pain and stuff. So, and, I'm sorry this is just like a sit-down vlog like this, but I simply could not I simply could not really like pop in 2K and be like, yo, what's going on, guys? KrispyFlakes here. Killian Hayes is out, man. So how are we gonna fix this? Let's trade our fourth round draft pick for Corey Joseph, and it's all gonna be hidey hole neighbor. And it's like, I can't do that, guys. It's easier to make content about other people's teams and just be like, just have more like clear mind. Because if I see like Gordon Hayward got injured on the Charlotte Hornets, like he did, in the preseason or whatever, first game, whatever it was. For me, it's like, I still feel bad because the guy got injured. Like nobody wants to see that. But also, it's not like I don't really have like that emotional connection to the team or the franchise. So it's like I can kind of go out and be like, hey, like this is what they should do, and I keep it pretty clear about it, man. But it's so tough to do with my Pistons sometimes, man. Just because like it's been so many L's. It's been so many L's as of late. Like so many L's. Apologize, you guys probably hear my heater in the background. It is winter time here. But it's kind of cool, man. My basement actually kind of has like, I don't know, it like stays heated down here. Which I don't think that's really cool. That's just a thing basements are supposed to do or something. I don't really know, man. But I posted on my Twitter account at KrispyFlakes2K, by the way, if you want to follow me over there. I said that, it's like maybe like this is like the Infinity Gauntlet. And because you got to think about recent events, Andre Drummond gets traded for nothing. Mason Plumlee Supermax contract. Christian Wood leaves the team. Luke Kennard traded, and now Killian Hayes injured, man. The 5 Infinity Stones and the bitch-ass gauntlet to create the Cadefinity Gauntlet is what I like to call it now, man. And that is hopefully, like the road to Cade Cunningham, who I think is going to be the best player in next year's draft. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of good, good players out there and stuff, but I try to stay optimistic with that type of thing. But then I also think about it too, and I'm like, well, the Pistons will probably have the worst record in the NBA. But we'll probably end up with like the 7th pick in the draft. Like that's how it's probably going to work. I can already see it now, man. I can already see them damn lottery balls dropping and seeing that that's going to happen. I just know it. Like I don't even really need to even like I try to keep optimistic to keep saying, but it's going to happen, man. We're gonna get the damn 7th pick in the draft. Bet. Y'all can bookmark this video. Bookmark it, guys. It's gonna happen. So yeah, at this point, what do my Pistons do? We can't really play Derrick Rose, in this condensed level. Like I know people will say, well, Chris, you guys got Derrick Rose. Like you're good at point guard, but Derrick Rose is like 31, I think 32. Obviously a bad injury history. We're in a condensed season with more back-to-back games than ever. Like we cannot rely on Derrick Rose to be like that guy who can play game 30 for 35 minutes per game. That's just not who he is anymore, and I respect that. Like Derrick Rose is a guy that should be coming off the bench, but playing like 25 to 30 minutes per game given the circumstance. It's okay to play him a lot of minutes sometimes, but just not consistently. So what I honestly think the Pistons need to do, I look at what other point guards we got. We got Frank Jackson we signed recently. I heard pretty good things about him from Pelican fans, which we got Christian Wood from the Pelicans. So maybe he'll be like our saving grace. I don't really know. But beyond like other point guards, Pistons don't really have any, man. And free agency wise, it's like there's like Isaiah Thomas, I guess. Tim Frazier, who was on the Pistons last year, just got signed, I believe, by the Warriors. I could be wrong about that, but he was just signed by some team. I thought it was the Warriors. So what I think the Pistons need to do is we need to let go of Derrick Rose. The reason we need to let go of Derrick Rose is because he was pretty much kept around this season to mentor Killian Hayes, and that's not really needed anymore. I would honestly be all for signing Isaiah Thomas, because at least it would be fun to watch, like see what he could do. But also, since he had that similar injury, he could be a good mentor for Killian Hayes, nursing him back to health. You don't really know. Like that, I mean, there's doctors and stuff too, which would probably be better. But you know what I'm saying? Just like mentally wise, it could really help him out a lot. So plus they're both lefties. I guess that's a thing, right? So Blake Griffin at this point, I would love to just I mean, Blake Griffin's fine. Like I don't hate him as like a person, but he's just not what this Pistons team needs. It seems like anytime he's in, like the one game the Pistons did win, Blake Griffin did not play, and it was so much fun to watch just because like we got to see like the young rookies do stuff out there. So I would be okay doing a similar Andre Drummond type of trade for Blake Griffin, where it's just like, okay, we'll take like your 7th round pick or whatever, and we'll take Jimmer Fredette or Adam Morrison, sure, or maybe like the rights to Anthony Bennett. Okay, I took the joke too far. I would be okay with that, I guess. Like just like so we can like develop the young guys, because this season's a wash. I mean, it was a wash to begin with. So I mean, I like keeping Derrick Rose around to like mentor Killian Hayes, but it's just not needed now. So why keep him around here? Let's put him on a team you can contend with, or trade him to a team that might be like a point guard away from doing some things. One of my subscribers mentioned something like Derrick Rose to the Knicks, which the Knicks have actually been pretty decent, but they've kind of been there, done that before. But they were like Derrick Rose to the Knicks for like Frank Ntilikina and Dennis Smith, both guys who appear to probably be busts. But I don't even want to say bust, just like maybe need like a new opportunity. So I'd be cool with that. Like, let's roll the dice on one of those guys and see what happens, right? I mean, I like Frank Ntilikina. He's a great defensive guard, so that could be interesting. Dennis Smith was, like, good his rookie season, kind of. I mean, his efficiency wasn't the greatest on the Mavericks, but I'd be cool with something like that. At least it's something. I mean, it's something to, like, try. And we tried things out with Josh Jackson. Look at that. Like, Josh Jackson was a guy that was appeared as somebody that was not going to make it in the league. And I don't want to say most improved player, because I don't even think he's the most improved on the team. Like, Jeremy Grant's looking like a damn near all-star. But he's still really good. He's been really good for us. So, I don't know, man. Maybe like, do, like, some sort of, like... Because, like I said, like, Derrick Rose probably is okay off the bench. So, maybe trim like the Charlotte Hornets for, like, Devontae Graham. And then Terry Rozier and LaMelo can start, and Derrick Rose can play with both of those guys. I don't know, man. I'm just throwing stuff out there, right? It's just really sad. But, okay, that's enough talking about that. I came down here, got away from my actual fancy, setup and stuff. This is actually kind of cool. I like this. I just kind of like this, like, sitting down talking about basketball. This is kind of nice. But let me show you guys my my new... Did I tell you what it was yet? I might have said at the beginning of the video. There's no way for me to actually, like, reverse this. Here we go. Okay. This is my fancy new NBA Jam machine that, like I said, my girlfriend's mom got me for Christmas. I was totally shocked by it. It was absolutely fantastic. It's very cool. Let me see if I can, like, flip you all around this way. Totally will edit all this, by the way, man. There we go. That seems useless what I just did there. But let's pop around real quick, guys. Just in case you all, some of you guys might have, like, a machine like this, but it's pretty cool. It just kind of loads up, has, like, some different, like, NBA Jam games on there. Because that's like what I'm trying to do with, like, my basement here, is I'm trying to, make my basement just, like, this really cool, just, like, hangout spot, man, because... Oh, dang. Oh, wait, I'm making copyright because of music, man. You gotta turn that stuff down, bro. Gotta pay them bills, man. Cash nasty, right? I don't know if the NBA Jam music is copyrighted, but, it probably is, knowing my luck today. Like I said, it's been a bad day so far. On the wrong side of the damn bed. Actually, the right side of the bed, but the wrong side of the basketball world. So, yeah, just has, like, some different game stuff on here. Like, I really love, like, the keyboard. That's just really cool. Not a sponsored video, by the way. It's just something that I have now that is basketball related, so I gotta show it to you guys. But, yeah, man, y'all had that Super Nintendo back in the day. If you know, you know. Very cool. It's got, like, 4 controllers. I can't imagine, like, 4 people huddling around this thing, though, and playing it all at once. But for, like, 2 people, I played my girlfriend against it. It was pretty cool. So, 1993. What I don't like about the NBA Jam game, though, well, for the Pistons, they got, like, Lambeer and Isaiah Thomas for the 2 guys that kind of, like, represent you. But, like, there's no Jordan in this game, right? Because I forgot. Or maybe, like, Jordan, like... Because what year did he stop playing? It wasn't 93 he stopped playing, was it? When he went to, like, baseball, but maybe they didn't have, like, the rights to him or something. Because there's also teams on here where it's just, like, you see, man, they're all playing stuff. Pretty cool. I've talked too much about it. I've talked too much about it. But, there's, like, some teams that have, like, 2 of, like, the same player because they probably didn't have, like, rights to anybody else. So, yeah, man, this is just kind of, like, my basement setup. Got, like, some... This is the furniture that used to be, like my upstairs area, so just a nice little relaxing place. Got my TV right there. That's like gaming, obviously, and stuff. Although, not gonna lie, I don't do any gaming down here. I pretty much just like play all my games upstairs. Cause I don't got like that direct connection. Need to get like a router or something. Don't really know. But yeah. Also, my brother got me like a nice dartboard for Christmas, so I'm gonna set that up down here, man. We got the ping pong table, so it's pretty cool. If y'all want to come hang out, play some games or something, sometimes, man. I'm okay at ping pong, but not really. I mean, I'm okay to my standards, so. Yep, my broken couch, guys. Man, sometimes you just sit down here and just think. You just think, guys. So, Detroit basketball. I just miss rooting for a good team. It's been so long. And I feel like you guys are never going to get to see that. Yeah, I feel like in my entire... Because I have no idea how long my YouTube career is going to last. I mean, I will always have, like, as long as I post videos, I'll always have somewhat of a following, just because, I know there's, like, loyals out there, and there's always new people watching videos and stuff like that, so I'll always have some sort of following, man, but, man, like, I don't know if I've reached my peak as a YouTuber, or maybe I'm just at the bottom of the mountain. Who really knows? You can't really tell the future. It's all about how hard you work and stuff, but, yeah, let's really white it out, or is that just my albino skin color? But regardless, man, it's like, I just wanted you guys to see one season of KrispyFlakes where the Pistons are really good. So I can be that cancerous Laker fan, that overconfident Celtic fan, that trust the process 76er fan, man. But unfortunately, I'm just that sad Piston fan. Detroit basketball. But is it even really basketball?